guys, welcome back to Call Me After Coffee. It's Bree. Welcome. Anyone who's new, there are so many of you. I think there's like a couple hundred new subscribers this month, so welcome. I'm so excited that you're here. And for everyone who's been around for a while, I'm also equally excited that you're here. There's started to be a lot of like regular commenters and things, and it's so exciting to see you guys commenting on my work and enjoying it and just enjoying the videos in general. I have seriously tried to film this voiceover. This is like take 7. I don't know what is up with me. I'm like so tired today, but I cannot seem to get my words out for the life of me. So this month for March, I really wanted something that was bright and pretty. I did not want to do St. Patrick's Day. I know a lot of people are probably going to do St. Patrick's Day. No shade on that. But I just wasn't feeling shamrocks and leprechauns at all. It just wasn't my jam this year. I'll probably do a spread or something, but I didn't want it to be the cover page. And I have been so sick of winter lately. Like, I am so over the cold. I am so over it. If you live in a cool climate and you're sick of winter, thumbs up this video because I am over it. We got dumped on so bad. Well, not so bad. I'm sure there are other places. I'm in southern Ontario, but there's other places I'm sure in Canada that got more snow yesterday. But I think we got like 10 centimeters or something. It was a lot. And I ended up having to shovel our driveway. Well, I didn't have to, but I shoveled our driveway by hand. And our driveway is really long. I did about 3/4 of it, but it's a really long driveway because we live out in the country. And if I didn't, Jared wouldn't have been able to get his car in at the end of the day, and then he would have had to do way more work when he got home. So I was trying to be helpful. When he did get home, I had like maybe 1/4 of the driveway left, and he actually showed me how to work the snowblower. So for the future, I can use the snowblower instead of my arms. I needed a workout, but that was not what I had planned. But I can't believe how fast it took me, like 45 minutes, I think. But it was pretty wild. Sorry, I'm like having a sip of my beer. So yeah, this month I wanted to do something really pretty, really bright and fun. And I think that March is one of the ugliest months outside because everything like melts. If you have snow around, everything melts and then everything turns to mud and everything's gray and salty and just disgusting for like a full month, and everything is just like dreary and ick. And I get so over it. By this time of year, I'm like so slummy and my mind is just like, please, I want warm weather, I want springtime, I want plants and lively things outside. I just feel so cooped up. So obviously I went for a wreath this month. I think it's really pretty, and honestly, the only flowers I know are the hydrangeas. Those are the little purple and blue guys. Those are the only ones I know the name of. Everything else, I have no idea what it was. Just random things that like showed up on Google. The wreath, this wreath itself is my creation. I just picked random plants. And then I don't think I mentioned this before, but I did get a succulent tattoo back in November. Well, it's a sparrow sitting on a succulent, and it's really, really pretty, and I love it. And I just love succulents. I don't think I've ever used them in my spreads before. Like, I know I haven't in this bullet journal, but I can't remember if I've used them before in another one. Or not in another one, but in my like old planner system or whatever. But this succulent got out of hand. My brain was like, let's make some bleeds happen. And for some reason I mixed up like the boldest flippin' colors in the planet. And I hated it. Like, I don't think if it was by itself, it would have been bad. Like, by itself, if that succulent was somewhere else, I would have thought it was probably beautiful. But whatever I did to it here, it was like everything I did kept making it worse and kept making it worse. And by this point, I was like trying to think of things like that would make it better. And I feel like at this very moment, it got a little bit better, but it was still so bold compared to everything else. Like, everything else is so fine and pretty and like dainty. And then this thing is just like psychedelic succulent. I don't even know. So I was pretty frustrated, and like I thought I was gonna have to start over. And if you know me as a person, like that wasn't an option. Like, I did not want to redo the video. I did not want to redo this whole thing. So I was gonna find a way to fix it. And I ended up just taking a lot of the color back off. The nice thing about watercolor is you can like moisten a spot moisten, who loves that word? But you can wet a spot and then you can actually pick the color back off for the most part. So I did blot a ton of the color off, and I think it balanced it out a lot better, and it still had sort of that bleed effect I was going for, but I wish I hadn't connected, like everything else has white space between it, and I wish I had left that with the succulent. I definitely wish I had. So in the future, that's definitely something to take into consideration. With the succulent on this page, so I have a very simple page for this part. I did a little decoration in the corner, but everything else is really plain. This took me over 2 hours. Like I had over 2 hours of footage by the time I got to the end of this page, and I didn't actually film like my habit tracker setup. There's a little flip through at the end where you guys will see it, because I wanted to show you the whole thing, but I figured I've already filmed that pretty much same setup a few times now, and I thought it was kind of redundant to film it again. So I filmed this page because I did put a little decoration in the corner, or else I probably would have just done it in a flip through at the end. I did pick up a couple of Tombows a week or two ago, and I'm still working with them, but I grabbed the pastel set, and I really love the clear pen that it comes with because I can use it with the Crayola Super Tips that I already have, which sort of just gives you a wider color selection without needing to buy every single Tombow that's there. Really quick, I want to point out, you can kind of see how I'm picking up the color on the succulent on this page, and that's essentially the same technique I used on the one on the cover page. I just didn't film that one because I was getting so frustrated. I just wanted to fix it and then show you guys how it looked. So I think this looks really pretty just because it's got more of that translucent, told you I cannot get my words out tonight, translucent sort of look to it. And then for March, it looks really light on camera because the pastels are insanely light. The purple, obviously the purple one was a Tombow, and then I used the Crayola Super Tips and the clear, or what is this, just like the plain brush pen. Then I did the lettering along the top. I tried to do sort of like a gradient fade. It was like sort of hit and miss, but I think it turned out okay. And then that was just I don't even know what color it is, I should know, but it's like a golden sort of Tombow that I use just to do every other day because I thought the page needed something a little bit brighter. And then for the flip through, I just thought I'd add this at the end so you could see all the pages in a row, just really quick, nothing too fancy, just so you can kind of see. And then you'll see the like habit tracker page. Again, super simple. I decided to write thought drop instead of brain dump just because it was a little bit different. But other than that, this is like the same kind of thing that I always do. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe down below. Leave a comment if you're new. Leave a comment if you like the spread. I like talking to you guys. I think it's so much fun. And I will talk to you all soon. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.